What's up, everybody? This is Dr. Nick with 𝗪𝗿𝗲 Media, and today I want to talk to you about how StoryBrand websites help to create the best chiropractic websites. So if you don't know what StoryBrand is, there's a book called How to Build a StoryBrand by Donald Miller. Donald Miller was a screenwriter, and he loves storytelling itself, and he thought that the pieces of story, specifically the hero's journey framework, could be used to help businesses get their message out more clearly. So with StoryBrand, it's all about clarifying your message, staying focused on who your ideal customer or patient is, and really trying to get that uniqueness of your brand out in front of the public. So if you go through the training as a business, you'll end up with a StoryBrand at the end of it. If you go through the training like I have to become a guide, you help other people go through the StoryBrand process. So the reason I became a certified StoryBrand guide was because there are no certified StoryBrand guides that are chiropractors other than me. So I thought that it would give me a really unique ability to help chiropractors as a fellow chiropractor who still owns a practice to understand what is important to a practice and to the potential patient base, but then also really understanding the StoryBrand process at a deeper level. And then also bringing my marketing expertise into that mix as well. So I think that really helps me guide a chiropractor without needing them to answer any real questions of chiropractic or a practice in general. I need to know specifics about their practice, but in terms of chiropractic as a whole, I've got a pretty firm grasp on that. So the reason why I think that StoryBrand really turns out the best chiropractic websites is because it forces you to think through what your ideal patients are thinking of and feeling when they land on your website. So too many times I see websites that really just take kind of a scattershot approach. There's no real purpose to the website, and they're not really trying to speak into the fears, the anxieties, the things that people are interested in when they land on a website. So it's my belief that the vast majority of people that seek out a chiropractor are people that are having some type of physical pain, of some type of body signal that they're trying to get relief from. So you don't have to be entirely pain-based. It's not a great idea to only talk about pain, but it is important to acknowledge that most of the people that are coming to your website are going to be looking for a solution to something. Even if you are, a pediatric-only practice and you've built a brand and people are seeking you out because of that, you still need to stay. Most of the people that are coming into a pediatric practice with their child for the first time are coming in because the child is suffering from some type of issue. So you still want to stay focused on the things that that parent is going to care about to get them into your practice. What StoryBrand does is it gives you kind of it gives you a framework and kind of a roadmap of how to really think through all of the different parts. There's 7 pieces to the framework, and each one of those 7 pieces allows you to think of things differently in terms of what do they care about, what are they looking for, what's the problem they're dealing with, how are you going to solve it for them, what's the call to action, what happens if they don't get it resolved. So all of these things are super important to not only crafting your messaging, but also the structure of the website and how it's going to convert that traffic. And that's what the website really comes down to, is what type of website is going to convert traffic the best. So when it comes to your online presence, it's all about traffic and conversion. So traffic is, for your website, how are people getting there? Is it organic SEO? Is it through your Google business profile? Is it through social media channels? Is it through referral sources? How are people landing on your website? And then once they're on the website, how are they converting into what you see as a conversion? The vast majority of us are going to consider a new patient appointment as a conversion, but maybe you're trying to get somebody into a webinar. Maybe you're trying to get them to sign up for your newsletter. So I think that, if you're a brick and mortar practice, getting them in as a new patient is by far and away the best call to action. So making sure that the site is set up to convert people that are not currently new patients that are going to turn into new patients. So StoryBrand does a great job of giving you that roadmap of how to do that. So if you think that your site right now is taking that scattershot approach, if you look at it and you're not really sure, what am I trying to accomplish with the site? If you're not happy with the content, if you got a lot of stock imagery on there, I strongly recommend you reading that book, Building a Story Brand, which is, anyone who's marketing their own practice should absolutely be reading that, whether you have an agency or not, just so that you understand, what is marketing messaging all about, what does clarifying your message mean, and just really helping you speak to those ideal patients. But if you're when you look at your website, you either love it or you don't love it. And if you don't love it, it's pretty easy to get to a place where you love it. And it's usually about customizing it, getting your images up there, getting your words out there, instead of just, cookie cutter content that's put up there by a website company. So if you're looking to improve that, I strongly recommend that book. If you need any help, reach out, and we'll see you on the next one.